Hi, I'm Greg from Greg's Bass Shed. Welcome to the lesson. This is from my bass concept series, and this is where I make short videos to explain different concepts or ideas that I come across as I'm teaching and practicing bass guitar. Today I'm going to show you how we play an arpeggio in two different positions and why that's useful to us as bass players. So remember, as usual, you can pick a PDF up of the exercises in this video lesson by clicking the link below this video in the description, and make sure you subscribe to me here on YouTube by pressing the red subscribe button and click the notification bell. First of all, I'm going to demonstrate a minor 7 arpeggio starting on the E string, so the 5th fret of the E string. So we've got root, minor 3rd, 5th, flat and 7th, octave. And I call that the forward position. Now this is the backwards position. So we've got exactly the same notes there. We've got the root, minor 3rd, 5th, flat and 7th, octave. Okay. But this time we start with our little finger on the 5th fret of the E string. And the forward position, we start with our first finger. Now these notes of the arpeggios are our chord tones of A minor 7. So chord tones are really important to bass players because we use them to construct bass lines and riffs out of these notes because they're the important notes. Once you know this shape, then you can play it starting on any root. So say if we had G minor 7 arpeggio or D minor 7 arpeggio. Now the reason why we want to learn two positions for this same arpeggio is if we have a bass line, we want to play it with as least shifting as possible to be as economical as possible. So if we've got a bass line, for example, based on an A minor 7 arpeggio using some of these notes, and we're playing below and above the root, we want to be able to access those notes without shifting. But say we're going higher up the bass and we don't have to use anything below the root, we can start with our first finger and we can play all those notes without shifting. So it really depends on what's in the bass line. So look at the PDF and run those two different positions for A minor 7 arpeggio. So remember, the forward position start with your first finger, the backwards position start with your little finger. And then once you've conquered that shape and you understand it, then try it starting on different roots. Now I've also put two exercises on the PDF. So the first exercise you play in the forward position and the second exercise you play in the backwards position. Both exercises are based on the 12-bar sequence, so you just need to know the arpeggio for A, so A minor 7, D minor 7, and then your shift when you play E minor 7. Okay, so you'll be able to play the first two arpeggios in the same hand position. So for the first exercise, you'll start with your first finger on A, and then you'll shift to go for the E. So I'll play you the first exercise now. And the second exercise, you're going to start on your little finger, and again you can play the first two arpeggios in the same position, and then you shift when you're going to play the E. So if you've got my warm-up book for bass players, then you'll find similar exercises to this in chapter 8. And if you haven't and you like these sorts of exercises, then maybe check my book out. I've put a link below this video in the description, or head straight over to gbshed.com, my website, and look under the books section. So that book's called Warm-Up Exercises for Bass Players, and there's over 70 exercises in there. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you like this shorter format. Please let me know below in the description, so I'll be mixing these bass concept videos in with my longer video lessons. This is Greg from Greg's Bass Shed. I'll see you in the next lesson.